Round 1, fight.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big J Gleez here, and tonight I participated in the ESL Pro Player Circuit Series. It's a series of tournaments for Mortal Kombat X, and right here is footage from it. This is from round 2. I was going to put round 1 up, but the opponent was not very good, so I didn't think that the footage would, be something that you guys would want to look at. But participating in this tournament, I did pretty well. I lost in the final 32 out of about 300 players. So I did okay, but I realized that there are some things that I need to work on. And if I would have worked on a few things before the tournament, I feel like I could have done a lot better. I'm close. I'm getting there. There was actually a little malfunction in the tournament webpage that basically told me that I was already in the final 16, but I actually wasn't. I had to participate in 2 more games. And the first game that I had to participate, which was the final 64 actually, I played against a Raiden. And we're going to look at some footage from that, as well as a Grandmaster Sub-Zero that I played against. And the Grandmaster Sub-Zero, he was pretty good. He used space well. He was pretty good with the ice clone. He got me multiple times with it. One thing that was his downfall, he used the slide way too much, so I was able to punish him on that. And you'll see footage as as we go through here. But one thing that I want to talk about is the difference between Mortal Kombat and Madden as far as tournaments go and the feeling after a loss. And I've been to multiple tournaments for Madden throughout my life, and I haven't played in a Mortal Kombat tournament since I was like a young kid and playing Mortal Kombat or Ultimate Mortal Kombat. So the difference for me is the fact that I lost is something that I realize that I need to get better at. There are things like glaring weaknesses that I can see in my game, which we'll get to, where when I play Madden, oftentimes I lose and I feel like I've done everything right because the game is just so crazy like that. So that's kind of the difference. It's a little bit different feeling losing in Mortal Kombat. It hurts a little more because I realize it is stuff that I've done personally, things that that I need to work on. And it's something it was caused by me. Where oftentimes in Madden, it's just like the game just does ridiculous things, like the ball goes through people's hands and you drop 10 picks in a game. Like, how are you even gonna fight that? You can't fight that. It's just a game. But I also like it in a way. And the reason why I like it is because I know that I can work on things and get better and alleviate those problems and get rid of them. So that's like, the light at the end of the tunnel as far as, the positives in, playing Mortal Kombat. It's a completely different game. The strategies are way different. It takes a lot more stick skill than, holding up on your D-pad and clicking on your receiver and slightly moving inside for a face catch. The stick is out of control in this game. I love it. It's very challenging. It takes a lot of skill. I'm going to be playing a lot more Mortal Kombat. These pro player tournaments are actually going on for like the next couple weeks. And every week I'm going to post a video and reflect, basically on how I did and what I saw. So let's get into how I attacked this Grandmaster Sub-Zero. And what I actually did was kind of calm down my approach to him. I was getting hit with the ice clone a lot. You saw I just lost the first round, but I was able to come back and win relatively easily because I adjusted. And one of the things that you have to do against Grandmaster Sub-Zero is calm your rush down. And the reason why you have to calm your rush down is because he has the ice clone. The ice clone really causes a person to play honest. So if someone is using, Scorpion's not really a huge rush down character, but if someone's using like Aaron Black, Grandmaster Sub-Zero is like his worst nightmare because he has to completely tone down the biggest part of his offense. I think that would be a matchup that Sub-Zero would actually have the advantage in. So what I actually did was I went through the match. I kind of learned his tendencies. I'm very good at anticipating when people are going to jump and jumping under them and jump kicking them and teleporting. So I was able to get him on that quite a few times. I also baited him on wake up into some slides, and you can see that I'll actually skip to that right now. You can kind of see it in the last match that we had. I was just baiting them into wake-up slides over and over again and punishing them. Because what I was actually doing was, after a throw, I was rushing in, like running. I would run in, and then I would pressure. And he was getting me with the slide quite a bit, or the ice clones. What I actually started doing was running in like I was going to attack and then just ducking and blocking. So that worked out to my advantage, and it was an adjustment that really helped me out and really helped me beat this player. So it's all about making adjustments and doing the right thing. Next thing we're going to do is take a look at this Raiden matchup. So luckily for me, the other day, I was using Katana online, and I actually ran into a really good Thunder God Raiden. So I was pretty familiar with what this guy basically had and what he was bringing to the table. Lots of combos, decent pressure, high-low variations of combos, or I should say high or low and overhead. So I really have to be aware of how this guy's attacking. And I got pretty good at recognizing and reacting to most of Raiden's combos when I was playing those games against that guy when I was using Katana. And it really helped me out in this match. And I was able to play defense very well. The Superman that Raiden uses is very fast. It's very quick advancing or fast advancing special. So that move is something that I have to constantly be aware of. And when I go to rush down, when he's on the ground and it's a wake-up situation, I always have that in the back of my mind that he could just Superman at me and basically nullify my rush down. But, something that I knew and I understood, and a lot of times I got him to do the Superman and I blocked it, and I wound up, punishing him. It is a little bit tougher to punish sometimes because when you block it, sometimes he winds up bouncing off of you so far away, and it's kind of difficult sometimes, but I think that's something that I have to practice a little bit more of. So you see right here, he's actually got me in the corner, and this guy does an excellent job in the corner for most of these matches, or for both. I think we played twice. Yeah, I go 2-0. I beat him 2-0, but he is really good. His combos are very good. He's very good in the corner and keeping pressure on. I just, lucked out and happened to play a Raiden and was pretty familiar with Raiden, and I was able to play defense. And that's one of the things that you really have to do. You have to know and understand what characters bring to the table and know how to defend against them, whether you should block high mostly or block low mostly. And for Raiden, he has one of each. So what I like to do is when a character has a low and an overhead start for a combo, I like to go check out the frame data, and whenever one starts quicker, that's the way that I usually will block. So for instance, with Scorpion, the back 3 is the low start for the combo, and when you hit back 3, that's a lot quicker than the forward 4. So when I play against people who use Scorpion, I actually duck low first to start, and then when I see the animation for the overhead, which takes a little bit longer so I can react to it better, I just let go of down and I stand up. So that's kind of the tactic right here that I'm using against Raiden, and it works out well. I wind up beating him pretty handily, so that's a good thing, and we move on to the final 32. So the player that I played in the final 32, he actually used Shinnok first, and I absolutely annihilated him. It was not even close. And he immediately switched to Kung Lao. And Kung Lao is a character that I don't know very well. And for some stupid reason, I was blocking low quite a bit, and he was able to hit me with the overhead, with the double hat toss or double hat spin overhead. He got me with that quite a bit. And I'm not used to recognizing his combos, and I've said this in another video, knowing all the characters and what they bring to the table, and knowing how their strengths start and how they finish is so important. I can't even emphasize how important that is. It allows you to play defense, and it allows you to punish people when they do dumb things. I wasn't prepared. So I wasn't prepared for Kung Lao, and I got whooped. And that's something that I have to, get better at. I got to be more prepared. I have to be better prepared for a tournament. Recently, I just haven't had, a ton of time, so I haven't been able to go through all of the characters and fully learn all of them. So, he was one that happened to slip through the cracks, and lucky for me, I wound up facing him in my last match in this tournament. So that's something that I need to do. I also need to work on not dropping combos. I'm dropping too many combos. I need to really make sure that I'm punishing people fully for doing dumb things. So those two things, I need to familiarize myself with how to defend against certain characters, and I need to work on not dropping combos. Those are the two things that I'm going to work on for the next tournament. And the next tournament is next week. I've been considering posting it, or I should say broadcasting it on Twitch. If you would like that, just leave a comment down in the comment section. I'm afraid that it might affect my connection. So that's the one thing that I really am worried about. The one time I was on Twitch with Mortal Kombat, my connection wasn't very good for whatever reason. I guess because I'm streaming at the same time. But if it works out, I'm going to try to stream this week as well. But if you would like to see the tournament games on stream, just leave a comment down there in the comment section. Hopefully, me reflecting and me learning things through my efforts can help you learn as well. Also, stay tuned. I will be doing video number 2 and 3, hopefully this week, of the beginner's tutorial for Mortal Kombat X. So thanks for checking in. It's Big J Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.